Hi GH fans! Welcome to our channel, where you can find the newest GH spoilers, sneak peeks, and unexpected storyline twists. Don't forget to subscribe so you never miss an update. As the week heats up in Port Charles, alliances are forming and tensions are rising. Michael and Jason are finally back on the same page, but it's not just about family anymore. These two are quietly putting their heads together, strategizing for what looks to be a major shakeup at ELQ. Or perhaps something even deeper in Sonny's world. Keep your eyes on them, this alliance could change everything. Meanwhile, Trina's passion is impossible to ignore. Whether it's her art, her education, or her fiery connection with Spencer's memory still looming large, she's taking control of her future and refusing to be anyone's second choice. Trina's evolution from heartbroken to empowered is turning heads, and someone unexpected may be taking notice. Okay, let's start the video. General Hospital spoilers for the week of May 26, 2025 are here. Next week, Michael Corinthos, Rory Gibson, will plan with Jason Morgan, Steve Burton, Dante Falconeri, Dominic Zamprogna, and Brooklyn Quartermain, Amanda Seton, track down Giovanni Gio Palmieri, Giovanni Mazza. Also, Kai Taylor, Jens Austin Astrup, develops feelings for Trina Robinson, Tabiana Ali. Continue reading to learn more about what will happen in the next episode of ABC's soap opera. Programming note: before we go into the spoilers, here's a little programming remark. There will be no new GH episodes on Monday, May 26th. Due to Memorial Day, viewers will receive an encore episode. Michael Corinthos strategizes. Fans knew Michael was returning, but the way it all played out was unexpected. Michael called Jason and walked into the nurses' ball. When wily Corinthos, Viren Weaver, saw his father, Michael grabbed his son and said, "Let us go home." As the week begins, Michael's family will welcome him home. Carly may tell her son everything she's doing to punish Willow Tate Corinthos, Caitlin McMullen. Michael may tell his mother that he got it from here though. Michael and Jason will also address what happens next. General Hospital spoilers indicate that Gio Palmieri shattered his violin on stage after realizing the truth. Gio dashed out, confusing Dante. Brooklyn will now need to explain things to Dante and Gio. Of course, as much as BLQ knows, because Lois Cerullo, Rena Sofer, plainly handled everything. Emma Scorpio Drake, Braden Bruner, is present for Gio. Later, BLQ and Dante attempt to reach out to their son. Later this week, Dante encounters Lulu Spencer, Alexa Havens Bruning. It's unclear how Dante will respond to Lulu's involvement in the secret, or how Gio found out. Dante could be understanding or blaming Lulu. Week of May 26, 2025. Fans will also witness Nina Reeves, Cynthia Watrose, appeal to Sonny for assistance. Cody Bell, Josh Kelly, recognizes he has made the wrong decision. Later, Harrison Chase, Josh Swickard, has his own confession to make. When Chase tells Dante that he knew about the pregnancy, but not about Gio, the detective may feel misled by everyone he has ever trusted. Meanwhile, Michael sends a request to Sasha Gilmore Corbin, Sophia Matson. Elizabeth Liz Baldwin, Rebecca Herbst, reconnects with Carly. Curtis Ashford, Donnell Turner, has reservations. Alexis Davis, Nancy Lee Grahn, meets Lucky Spencer, Jonathan Jackson, and Christina Corinthos Davis, Kate Monsey. Lulu is overshadowing Brooklyn. Of course, we're talking about Lulu, Alexa Havens, as many people believe Brooklyn, Amanda Seton, has been neglected in her own narrative, as the authors appear to have focused solely on Lulu, and what has become of the news that Gio is Brooklyn and Dante's child. Many viewers have remarked that Lulu does not discuss her own children or getting her life back on track, but rather acts as a savior by giving Dante a son to compensate for losing Sam. This has prompted many individuals to wonder, what gives? As our readers might expect, the internet has a lot to say about this topic. Some have even turned to social media to say, "I think Brooklyn gets plenty of perspective in this storyline. The writers evidently like her and Lulu. I'm not a fan of either. I used to enjoy Brooklyn portrayed by AL, but I understand their heritage characters who will receive screen time. I don't think Lulu is taking over the BLQ plot." General Hospital spoiler. This doesn't make sense about Lulu. View story. It's all about Lulu. A different fan wrote, It's ridiculous that we've seen Lulu wrestle with this and talk to more people about this than we have seen BLQ do so. They've also managed to make Lulu completely unlikable. I truly hope this blows up in her face, and that BLQ is important to the story's second arc. And then there was this comment. This storyline has become all about what Lulu wanted to do and her feelings about Brooklyn's life and her son ever since she woke up from the coma. It's as if her entire existence has been about obsessively hating Brooklyn, and it doesn't help that she has been disgustingly invading her and her son's privacy. I'm just tired of hearing about her perspective on someone else's life. Of course, General Hospital fans will have to check back every day to see what happens next. General Hospital spoilers spilled. Sonny Corinthos, Maurice Bernard, is about to reveal a stunning fact when he probes his son Michael Corinthos, Chad Duell, who is still healing in Germany from severe burns sustained in a penthouse explosion. The custody fight for Michael's children heats up as Sonny deals with Willow Corinthos, Caitlin McMullen, assertion that Michael refused to see her during her Germany visit. Finding this out of character, Sonny may be intending to confront Michael, unaware that Drew Quartermaine, Cameron Matheson, paid a nurse to lie in order to keep Willow's visit hidden. If Sonny discovers Drew's trickery, will it help Carly Spencer, Laura Wright, battle for custody or disrupt the Corinthos family? Sonny's suspicion sparks a dangerous investigation. Sonny is still recovering from heart surgery and considering a mob retirement. He was taken aback when Willow said that Michael rejected her down in Germany, a decision that contradicts his son's personality. Sonny, sensing something is wrong, may consider calling Michael to find out why he rejected Willow, his children's mother. If Michael admits he had no idea she had visited, Sonny's senses, trained over years of betrayal, may lead him to assume foul play. Will Sonny's investigation reveal the truth, or will Drew's cover remain intact? Drew's lie teeters on coming out in the wash. Drew's premeditated payout to a German nurse led Willow to believe Michael had forsaken her, bringing her closer to Drew in the custody battle against Carly, who is fighting for Michael's rights. Michael's ignorance of Willow's visit, if revealed during Sonny's call, could jeopardize Drew's plans. If Rick Lansing, Rick Hurst, Willow's lawyer, or Jason Morgan, Steve Burton, who is keeping his own secrets concerning Sasha Gilmore Corbin's Sophia Matson, kid find out, the courtroom might become tumultuous. Can Drew conceal his trickery, or will Sonny's snooping bring it crashing down? A Corinthos family shakeup. If Sonny verifies Drew's deception, it might escalate Carly's custody battle, portraying Drew as untrustworthy and persuading the judge. Willow's reaction, whether upset or protective, could jeopardize the Corinthos clan's cohesiveness, particularly if she feels deceived by Drew's actions. Everyone attempted to tell her what this person was truly about, and another layer of guilt will not make Willow feel better about her decision to trust the wrong man. Sonny's protective streak may lead to a clash with Drew. Is Sonny going to forgive Willow's role or direct his hatred toward Drew? Will his investigation into Michael's alleged rejection reconcile the Corinthos family? Drew's dishonesty could erode their faith even further. Sonny Corinthos had witnessed and experienced more than his fair share of betrayal, falsehoods, and half-truths. In the merciless environment he lived in, half family guy, half underworld figure, trust was not only rare but essential. So he couldn't ignore the growing concerns in his mind about what really occurred to Michael and Willow in Germany. For far too long, he had let his fury to guide him. He was now ready to speak, but more importantly to listen. Michael had sensed a chill in Sonny's distancing for months. It wasn't just the usual father-son conflict that had worsened with time. It was something deeper, more broken. Willow's medical crisis and her unexpected, alone flight to Germany for treatment had changed everything. Rumors had spread, fed by half-truths and whispers from those who sought to benefit from the Corinthos family's divisions. One of the most consistent allegations? Michael had cruelly pushed Willow away when she needed him the most, leaving her to face a scary diagnosis and foreign treatment on her alone. Michael had overheard the murmurs. He'd noticed how Sonny's eyes didn't quite meet his, how discussions were shorter and more clipped, as if Sonny were only half present, waiting for confirmation that his own kid had become the precise type of person he'd pledged never to be. Michael was devastated by the thought. He had done everything he could to defend and support Willow, even from a distance. However, the situation had been convoluted. Life in its usual way, had provided no easy answers. When Sonny eventually approached Michael, the tension was palpable. They met in the rear of Pottsalo's, far from prying eyes and the ceaseless hum of Port Charles drama. Michael had expected a question or an allegation. He hadn't expected the fatigue in Sonny's voice when he finally spoke. "I should have come to you sooner," Sonny said, folding his arms but not looking at Michael yet. "I've been hearing things about Germany. About Willow. I need to hear it from you. Did you turn her away?" Michael straightened in his chair, a glint of rage flashing behind his composed expression. But he caught himself. His father wasn't blaming him. Yet, he was asking. That mattered. "No," Michael replied forcefully. "I have never turned Willow away. That is not what happened." Sonny eventually glanced at him, his mistrust still there but eased. He offered a slight nod as if to suggest, "Go on." Michael took a breath. When Willow's diagnosis worsened, she did not want to go public. She didn't want to concern anyone, particularly Wiley. She kept a lot of stuff private even from me. When she learned about the specialist in Germany, she made a quick decision. She informed me. I barely had time to digest it. She preferred to go alone, Sonny. She stated if I came it would only make things worse. And she was afraid. I believe that going alone let her feel in control. Sonny took in the words slowly, as if evaluating each syllable. His silence was weighty, not aggressive and thoughtful. "And you agreed to that?" "I didn't agree," Michael replied, "but I respected it. I offered to go with her. I begged her honestly, but she said no. She wanted room to wage her struggle in her own way. And you know Willow. When she makes up her mind." Sonny almost smiled as the stiffness in his jaw eased slightly. He knew Willow. Strong, proud, and unyielding. She was too proud to show people her weakest side until it was absolutely necessary. "Then why did I hear you told her not to come back?" Sonny inquired, his voice softer, almost timid. Michael blinked, obviously surprised. "What? Who said that?" "It doesn't matter who," Sonny replied. "What matters is whether it's true." "It's not," Michael replied, his fury rising. "I never told her not to return. That isn't who I am and you know it. I mailed her care packages, letters and video greetings. Each week. She didn't always answer but I knew she got them. And when she eventually indicated she was returning, I flew out to help her get home." Now Sonny smiled. Just a bit. It wasn't exactly relief but it was close. "That is what I hoped. But you know how things are, Michael. In today's environment, rumors have weight. And there are many others that benefit from us being on opposing sides." Michael sighed and ran a hand over his hair. "Yes, I understand. And I've already allowed that wedge grow too far between us. I should have told you all this sooner. But I figured. I'm not sure. Maybe I assumed you wouldn't trust me." "You're my son," Sonny replied almost defensively. "It means something to me. Even when we disagree." "But we haven't, Dad," Michael replied calmly. "Not for a long time. We've let pride and suffering create this barrier between us. I did not fight hard enough to bring it down. And I should have." There was a pause weighed down by years of fighting, misunderstandings, and heartache that had formed both men. But there was something more in that silence. A potential, a break in the wall that had long separated them. "Willow doesn't blame you," Sonny finally stated, his voice rough. "She never did. I talked to her when she returned. She claimed you were present in every manner possible. She never felt abandoned." "Then why?" Michael began, then stopped himself. He did not want to go back down the path of blame and suspicion. "It does not matter. I am just glad you know the truth now." Sonny nodded slowly. "Yeah, I do. And I'm sorry it took me so long to ask. I've been holding a lot of anger recently. Towards you and the world. I let it impair my judgment." Michael gave a sorrowful smile. "We are both obstinate. Comes with the last name, I suppose." Sonny let out a rare giggle, and for a brief moment, they were no longer Sonny the mob boss and Michael the estranged son. They were just two men attempting to repair what they'd lost. After that, the talk shifted to lighter topics. Wiley's most recent school project, Donna's soccer games, and even a fleeting thought of Morgan, whose spirit remained in these moments. There was always pain and healing. Later, as he exited the restaurant, Michael felt lighter. He had not resolved everything with his father, but he had opened the door. The truth had been told, and for once it had been heard. That was the start. Sonny watched his son depart with a serious gaze. Trust wasn't something you easily gave away. Not in his world or with his past. Perhaps it can be rebuilt one discussion at a time. He pulled up his phone and quickly texted Willow. "Thank you for being honest with me. I now realize how powerful you both were." He paused before sending and added, "Tell Michael I'm proud of him." He paused for a beat before hitting send. Certain wounds take longer to heal than others. However, in Port Charles, where every secret had repercussions and every silence might break a friendship, a moment of truth was more potent than any rumor. For Sonny and Michael, that moment had finally arrived. Thanks for watching this video. If you enjoyed the scoop, give us a like. Don't forget to comment on the name of your favorite character. And subscribe for more GH drama every day.